Mark here again, bringing you wisdom and just how to cope with life, how to deal with life, this thing we call life, the experience and the journey. The other day I was walking, right? No, actually I was driving, I was in my car, and my phone notified me that I had an app and that this app is causing my battery to lose energy, my phone to lose energy. It said it's draining my battery in my phone. And it asked me, do I want it to delete that app? So I said, I clicked yes. And then I continued to drive. And I was thinking, that's interesting. Right there, the universe spoke to me. God spoke to me, showed me some wisdom right there. And unlike your phone, you and I don't have a monitoring, signaling, notification device or gadget that tells us that something is draining your energy. Something is draining your prana. Prana, if you look up prana, it means vital force, vital energy, your vital life force, your life energy, that which is necessary for you to be productive in life. And we don't have the luxury of a technology to indicate to us that something is draining our battery. Do we want it to delete that element, that thing? And as I was driving, it kept dawning on me, like, that's how, it's interesting in life, people. You have folks, the app represents the people that are around you, inside of your circle, inside of your life. And those apps, aka people, like the app on the phone, are draining, sucking your prana, your life force, the vitality, that which gives you vitality to be able to get up and to conquer the day, to be able to get up and to walk with a certain authority, to speak with a certain vigor. There are people that are likened to the apps that are like draining, literally sucking your life energy out of you. But unlike the cell phone that can notify you that, look, this app is draining you, your battery, and do you want us to delete this app? Unlike your phone, there's nothing to tell you that. So you have to understand and open up your own intellectual horizon. You have to expand it and understand that there are certain apps or people that are inside of your system, and they are draining you from within. They're sucking the life out of you. Think of a spider and its tentacles. A spider will insert its tentacles into its prey and suck the very nutrients out of the prey, which is its food. It sucks it all out, and in so doing, it kills the prey. There are people, folks, that are in your life that you're not aware, but they are draining your energy. A lot of people suffer from fatigued, having a fatigued disposition, a tiring aura. There's a lot of people where a lot of us are drained every single day. And that's a generic or natural form of draining, because we have to work. We all have to go to work. We get tired and we age. We don't eat well. We don't exercise. So naturally, we're being drained. So if that's a fact, that naturally life drains us, the last thing you want to do is to keep people around you. Keep apps around you inside of your cellular system to suck and to drain your battery, your life force, your energy. So that's something I want to share with you guys, because it dawned on me as I was driving, and my phone indicated to me that, an app is draining my battery. And I said, look around your lives, folks. Look around your lives. Look around your circle and figure out what app is there in your life that is draining your battery, draining your source, draining you emotionally. Listen, I'll tell you this, folks. Family are worse than strangers. Let me say this again. Your family can be your worst enemies. Usually, a man's own enemies are those who are close to him, whether it's a family member or a friend of substance in terms of time, a long-standing time. There's a lot of time that has gone by to make that friendship bond be close. Sometimes those who are the closest to you are your worst enemy. Your family can be your worst enemy, and strangers in the streets can be your best friends. Put it like this, if the world consists of only 10 people in it, if all the world consists of only 10 people in it, 9.5 of them are not good. I say 9.5 because the one that is, half of them is gone. And I know it's an extreme statement, but I'm trying to really make a vivid picture that most people in your circle, most people in your life are going to be the app that's sucking your energy. And I know it's very stark and a lot of people might not agree, but that's fine. You don't have to agree. I'm giving you fifth dimensional thinking here. Space-time continuum, research it. Most people are going to suck the life out of you. They're going to drain your battery. Not because they intentionally want to do that either. And not because they hate you or because they want to intentionally, some do intentionally want to cause you pain and hurt and stress and so on and so forth. But that's not just it. A lot of times, people will suck your energy because they're low on energy. They're low on their energy. And they see your energy, that positivity, that, fire in the belly, that, a motivated attitude, that self-reliance, self-sufficiency, self-determination. And it's a form of admiration when they drain it. See, that's what I mean. So they don't drain it because they necessarily want to hurt you. They drain it because they admire it in you. And they're in their sub, and I say sub because it's not a conscious thing. In their subconsciousness, they want a piece of you. They want to know how can this person get knocked down 8, 9, 10 times and still get up and keep going with a positive disposition. They want to know what that feels like. See, folks, it's important that you understand all of us have radios in our heads. We all have our own unique radio system in our heads. And everyone radio has a unique station that is constantly playing in their heads. And unfortunately, some people have some very sad songs that's being sung in their heads 24/7. I believe it's called a gramophone. A gramophone is a recording device. So it's like a gramophone in your head that plays the same sad song over and over and over again. And because we're chemically induced creatures, when that sad song is constantly playing in your head, you're actually activating your CNS, which is your central nervous system. And once you activate the CNS, the central nervous system, that's going to now generate certain behavior patterns in your anatomy. Look, folks, if you and I are associates and you can't tell me what the pineal gland is, if you can't tell me what your pituitary gland is, if you can't tell me what your endocrine system is, if you can't tell me the purpose of the endocrine system, if you have a daughter and you don't know what xenoestrogens are, if you don't know none of these things, that tells me that you're not really taking care of yourself. You're not really taking care of yourself because that tells me, all right, put it like this. I know people who are car auto aficionados, meaning they are extremely excited about their automobiles. They are fans of their cars and their motorcycles and so on and so forth. And there's some people who can tell you everything about their motorcycles. I know guys who can tell you every single part of the motorcycle, what it does, what it's for, everything from top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right, cover to cover. And that's amazing. Nothing's wrong with that. But, there's the but, the infamous but. If you can name all the parts the mechanics, mechanisms of your vehicle and what it does and how it functions and all the features and characteristics. But you can't tell me what your pituitary gland does, what your endocrine system is, what the Leydig cells are. If you can't tell me, what melatonin and melanin and what's the importance of photobiology and how we absorb light like plants and how that affects and generates behavior patterns, and if you can't tell me these things, that's sad. It really is. Because nothing is more important, nothing in this world, nothing is more important than understanding you're having at least a basic comprehension of your own anatomy, your own genetic makeup, your own structure, and so on and so forth. Because the same way you can break down and understand every part, nook and cranny of your motorcycle so that you can maximize and have a good ride and enjoy that motorcycle or that machine, it's the same way you should take the time to learn every nook, cranny, cookie corner, cutting, cookie crunching area of your anatomy, your biology, your evolution, your species, your organism, your ecology, so on and so forth. And if you can't tell me none of these things, then I know that you stopped your growth once you finished college or high school or whatever. You stopped your growth. Your evolution ended there. Your evolution transmuted from learning anything about humanity and yourself to learning about your motorcycle. Now your evolution has jumped from evolution human to evolution motorcycle or car or house or whatever it is you've mastered. It's important, folks, that you study yourself, learn about yourself. The Hermetic philosophy is as above, so below. Hermes. It's a Hermetic quote. As above, so below. So as within, so without. You and I are the offspring of stars, literal stars, the cosmos. There are 6 basic elements: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, that makes all of our anatomy, all the atoms and everything that we're made of. These are the 6 the building blocks. And these basic building blocks are found are the remnants of stars that have exploded, supernovas. So we have the same elements that the cosmos, that's found in the cosmos. You and I have so much power and potentiality and just, we're just exceptionally profundity of a creation. And if we don't take the time to really take care of ourselves, this is what I mean when I say taking care of yourself, learning about yourself, studying yourself, understanding yourself, and most importantly, understanding what entities are not supposed to be in your circle. Delete the apps that are draining your life force. And I don't care what those apps are. Family members, friends, brothers, uncles, sisters, cousins, aunts. It doesn't matter. Delete the apps that are draining your life force. Take your time to figure out what apps they are and how they're affecting you, and then act accordingly. Till next time, cookbooks bring information. Peace. Take care of yourself.